What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode, another recording of the After Podcast, episode 2. Here, myself, Brandon, my co-pilot here to my right, my co-pilot Blake to my left. Can't wait to dive into another invigorating conversation with you. Hopefully, y'all enjoy episode 1. Please do not forget to hit the like button, mash that button, subscribe, and share all of our content as you see it roll out. We'd love to build the community, and we'd love to build, obviously, more chairs around this table that y'all can pull up seats to and join us. So, but tonight, got some really good conversation to get into. I know last episode we were talking about men's mental health, and we want to continue kind of along that same path. But we want to also invite the ladies into this conversation this time. I know last time it was very heavy around men and our plight and what do you do with the weight that we carry. But we also want to talk about, you know, our sisters, our friends, our ladies, our daughters.
That's right.
You know, all the different roles that you beautiful species play in our lives.
Can't live without you.
Can't live without you. 360. So all that being said, man, I think there's a lot of banter going on online. We find ourselves polarized. Seems like you got men on one side of the spectrum and then you got women on the other side of the spectrum. And man, I just want to set a tone on this platform. We're not interested in dividing. We really want to find a way to build a bridge because we got to meet somewhere in the middle, or maybe if we're willing, maybe if we're trusting enough, if there's enough effort put in, maybe we can come all the way to your other side, as long as you're willing to come over to our side. And then eventually we'll meet in the middle. But we want to start with some instant reactions. We got a very interesting clip from a wonderful lady online who has a beautiful platform and podcast. And we thought it would be good for us to just, you know, volley the ball around a little bit. So with that being said, here we go.
I think we as women are selfish. I think we think that the entire world revolves around us.
Duh.
No, I'm being serious.
I'm being serious too. I believe if we are a damn good woman and in our femininity and doing the things, dang gummit, you better kiss the ground I walk on.
I think that's such an entitlement mindset because we as women, yes, we do a lot, but so do men. There are so many responsibilities that they have, like the same way how we tell our girlfriends, men have no idea all the stuff that we do. We have no idea the amount of pressure they feel. And I think that that's where a lot of relationships go wrong because men have so much pressure we can't see.
And women don't?
No, we have emotional toil that they don't understand. They have pressure that we don't understand. And I think that it's not until you can understand and appreciate the fact that this man has responsibilities for you and for him. And just being a black man in America is hard. I'm trying to tell you.
Being a black woman in America is hard too.
Yeah, but it's different because we have sisterhood.
Different, but it's just...
Men don't have the same thing and it's taboo to get help. It's men that are leading the charges in suicide. They don't have support. They don't have an outlet. That is a problem. We have each other.
That's kind of
but this
based
is what I'm
off of
saying.
Perception.
No, that's not perception. It's statistically proven that there are more men committing suicide than women.
No, I'm not talking about the suicide rate. I'm
And
talking
we
about
have
the women
support.
community. Man, all right.
That was interesting.
Man, Blake, what you think, brother?
That was interesting. So it's two things that stuck out to me in that video. Number one, the woman who was leading the conversation, she kept using the word understand, understood. We don't understand this. They don't understand that. And I believe that that's the biggest deficit that we find in relationships. Yeah. That there's a lack of understanding. We don't have to agree. We don't have to feel the same. But do you have enough in you to be willing to understand where I'm coming from? And can I humble myself to at least understand where you're coming from? Because we're wired differently. So for a man, we might have something that goes on at work and we just need to have some solitude, want to get a glass of something, want to talk with our boys, want to watch the game, and that's how we decompress. But for a woman, they might want to talk it out. They have to feel those emotions. And when you listen to them recount their day, let me tell you what that girl did today at work, and want to tell you every fine detail of that day, because they have to. It has to get it out, and they're going to invite you into their world. And so that was interesting to me, that she had enough to say, let's understand one another. And then the second thing was, whoever was the second lady speaking, she wasn't hearing nothing she had to say.
That'd be annoying.
She was saying, men go through this. Well, we do go through it too. Men are going through that. Well, we go through it too. But can we have just a platform, just a moment, just a space and time to acknowledge what we got going on too? And that's what was so interesting to me.
And to your point, Blake, she said it so well. Like it was well stated. Pressure that men feel women can't see.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
heavy.
see it.
That's heavy. Yeah.
What you think, Ed?
Man, Boss Mel, one good thing that she said is the girl, second girl was like, women deal with pressure too. She said no, emotional toil. Men deal with pressure. Like for her to even have that understanding, it's like, okay, like that's what we need in order for us to move forward. That's it. Understanding each other's differences and the load we gotta carry, and then just coming together. But all this, I deal with it too. Like it just deflects and it just causes more anger.
I heard you say something while we were listening to the video. You said listening to what did you say? You said listening to respond is crazy.
It's crazy, man. It's so
Expound
annoying.
on that.
Yeah, like when somebody is sharing like something like a insight, and you just checking out, it's disrespectful to the speaker. It's like what you are telling me has no value, and I don't respect it. What I have to say is more important than what you are communicating to me. It's disrespectful.
He said disrespectful to the speaker.
Man,
That's a good way of putting it.
Man, and so much of what she said ties into the conversation that we began around, like, what do men do who are coming through for everybody else?
Yeah.
Like, who do they go to? And she said this, like, she said it with her whole chest. Men are leading the charge in the suicide rate in this country. And particularly, it's hard to be a black man in America. What did y'all feel when she was saying that? As a man, what did you feel hearing a woman voice that?
I felt acknowledged.
Yeah.
Because
Acknowledged.
Wow. I felt acknowledged because she was leading with statistics. Now she was telling the woman, this is what statistics says.
Yeah.
This is what hard data is showing. Somebody was born into this world, and somebody expired out of this world by their own choosing. And we have data to show how many, what were the circumstances, the ages, the demographics, so on and so forth. She wasn't trying to hear none of that. But that's part of the problem. Where do we go to? Who can we share with? Where can we feel safe? And for me, I don't want to speak too much about this particular situation because there's certain misinformation that come out. There's a producer who just passed, big producer who just passed, and it's being speculated that it might have been suicide. Speculated. Now, I can't speak that whether it was or whether it's not, but I want to just go with me for a little bit. What if it was suicide? One of the greatest producers that any of our generations have seen, hit after hit, financial gain, notoriety, the list goes on and on of accolades. And what I'm hearing, one of the last things he said is, man, people don't want me, they just want my beats. How that hit me like a ton of bricks when he said that. If that be true, y'all got to keep putting that disclaimer out there because there's so much misinformation. Allegedly. They don't want me, they just want my beats. Then fast forward, I think 24, 48 hours, they find him unresponsive in his home doing a wellness check. And what it was stated was no foul play was involved. So we don't know everything that took place. But what happened? So the question is asked, what does any of this mean? The success, the status, the relationships, the finances, you fill in the blank. If I'm still in turmoil on the inside, and where can I go to get some help? Get some help.
And she said something so key. And I think that we can, camp out right here for a second, just because this is the power that us three have, is we have each other. But she pointed out, as a woman, my observation of the male is that he doesn't have the support a woman has.
That's real.
I agree.
It's powerful hearing a woman
It is.
voice her observations around the opposite sex.
Yeah, I feel seen.
I agree.
And she's being empathetic. She's being compassionate. She's being sympathetic. She's even saying he's under-resourced compared to us. How can we do a better job of seeing about him? Y'all said it. I feel acknowledged. In a day's time, Henry, you're a barber. So you're not in anyone's cubicle.
Yeah.
You're not planted at a desk all day. You get to move about free as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
How often in a day's time do you feel acknowledged by a woman?
By a woman? Man. Unless I got a woman client, none, really. Yeah, like unless I'm talking to somebody, in that case. Other than that, nah.
That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
And it's like Men's Mental Health Month just proves that. All them women that talk so much about silence. There are fathers that I cut throughout this whole month. Didn't even know about Father's Day. But you should have seen them on Mother's Day. 2 weeks ahead. Hey, what you doing? Oh, it is this week?
Man.
My wife probably gonna take me out. I don't know. I was just gonna work. Nobody wants me. They want my beats.
I'm going to give the different side of the coin that I just now am experiencing. Because what he is saying, that has been my track record. You don't feel that acknowledgement. As a man, do you understand what we're going through? Can you come into our world just for a little bit to see what we feel? Now, this is something positive to mention. It just happened today. Now, tomorrow's going to be Father's Day. I don't even think about it.
Happy Father's Day, fellas.
Father's Day, guys.
Happy Father's Day, fellas.
Father's Day. There's two things I want to mention. One, on yesterday, I had my son and my daughter, and I'm walking out of a place, and a older lady was passing by. She looked at me and my children. We smiled, exchanged just little pleasantries and everything. And she said, Happy Father's Day, by the way. I said, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. It made me just light up just a little bit. Just this random lady, just acknowledging my fatherhood. For whatever reason, it did something for me. That's one. But today, now I'm working. I'm supposed to be relaxing, but I'm working. And I get a phone call from my godchildren's mother, and her, along with one other, said, hey, what are you doing? Are you free in the next 20 minutes? I said, I can be. I'm just getting a little work done. She pulled up on me. Balloon, an oversized Father's Day card, a gift with cologne, and a gift card for me to get some chocolate chip cookies. So anybody who knows, them McDonald's chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, it's a problem.
It's a problem. Go get them fresh. I don't care if they say they just came out 15 minutes ago. Get them fresh. It takes 2 minutes.
McDonald's ain't got no sponsorship.
That's
Not
my
easy.
bad. That's my bad. But just know, that's how you get to my heart.
You got to pay us to mention your name on this podcast.
What I'm saying is, it did my heart so well. So my daughter and my goddaughters,
beautiful.
They sent a little video. What's the favorite thing about Daddy? What's the favorite thing about God, Daddy? And when I say I cried in the car, I cried in the car. And it wasn't a boo-hoo. It was just, that felt good.
Wow.
That felt acknowledged.
Yeah.
But that's something I'm just now coming into on this side in the last, few years. But that's what I felt majority of my life, even before coming into fatherhood. You get the pats on the back when you say, baby boy's on the way, baby girl's on the way. But then afterwards, has anybody sat down with you? How's your mental going? Now, we know the mom and the mama should. Let's make sure we have this understanding. Mothers have to be supported when they're giving birth to our children. Men, just as a father, as a former husband. So I am a husband, as a person who used to be married. Let me say it that way. You have to support those who are birthing your children. You're talking about the chemicals that take place, the stress that takes place, the difference that they feel in their bodies and their beings. Those things to be acknowledged. But also with that, how many times have you as a father been acknowledged by a man or a female? How you doing with them 4 a.m. wake-up calls? How are you doing being in fatherhood? Because there's a pressure that lands on a father. When you see that little one in your arms, they're helpless. And when that formula is like $55 a can, it hit different.
Yeah, absolutely.
When them diapers, it hit different. And they are expecting you to show up. And shout out to the mothers who have been playing both roles. It is an impossible task. But for the fathers who are present, I want to acknowledge you, man. You matter. We applaud you. We appreciate you. Because that little boy and that little girl, you are their world. Whether you're right, wrong, or indifferent, you are their world. So, again, happy Father's Day.
And that's how you acknowledge men.
That's
acknowledge
I mean, you just modeled it perfectly, man.
Men are simple.
We are simple. We are simple.
That's it.
You ain't lying.
That's it, man.
I mean, you are a fantastic father. I can say that,
Thank
man.
you,
Like,
man.
I get to
So,
see
man.
you in action. I get to
Thank
see
you.
you working that father muscle. And I think what's beautiful about what you're doing is you actively keep your children as a part of not only your private life, but your public life.
Yeah.
You're very proud as a father, and it comes out. It's very obvious to see. And man, you really do a fantastic job. Even when you out working, your kids will be with you, and you don't mind them coming along, and you'll get them to watch a movie, or you know what I'm saying, while you're doing your thing. But just the fact that your children can be on your hip and you don't resent them, I never see you upset with them. You're very, it almost brings the kid out of you.
Sure do.
For you to have kids. Like, I really see the kid in you come out when you're around your baby. So, man, you do a fantastic job. And I know you Prince Akeem. You just dark and beautiful, and you just out here sowing your royal oats. But what I can say is, man, you have always told me that's something you look forward to.
Honestly,
being a father.
Honestly.
And I can tell you will be a great father.
Yes, sir, boss. I appreciate that, man. I was on Blake. I was on your page, man. I saw the video where I think you were doing a father-daughter date.
Oh, yeah.
You opened the door for her.
Yeah.
Man, well, that was dope, bro.
Every February. Yes, sir.
That was dope, man.
Yes, sir. I'm the princess.
But acknowledging men, like, it just does something to us.
Yeah.
And like you said, we're simple. Not so much that we're simple, but it's the simple things that make the difference. And so, man, let's talk about that. Simple.
Okay.
Simple.
Let's do it.
They say, and actually, man, you just introduced me to this week. I had never even known this was a concept, but I guess there are women simps now.
Women simps. Yeah.
Simple women.
Yeah.
What's the deal? What's going on out here? What's going on out here?
Explain it.
So, a woman simp is the same as a man simp. We can even define simp too.
Yeah.
If y'all want. But basically women who they are in alignment with the word submission, and they submit to their boyfriends or their husband. A lot of them have been receiving like backlash.
And if I may insert, can I insert here for you? I just want to insert this real quick. According to Urban Dictionary, our authority.
Go ahead, Vic.
Our authority on slang and urban language.
Go ahead, Vic.
It says A simp is defined as someone who does way too much for a person they like. It describes a person who goes to excessive lengths, often putting their own dignity, money, or priorities aside to please someone else, usually with the expectation of gaining romantic or sexual affection. That exonerates us.
Yeah.
Because this is according to Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
Proceed.
That's good. That's good that you talk about that, because I can definitely say I was definitely a simp when I was married.
Oh.
I am no longer a simp.
I
want to
say
I. But I was dating this. I went out on a date with this girl one time, and she was like, "I'm trying to love bomb me. Like, you're trying to be a simp." I said, "This is just what I do. It's just out of my heart. Just say you're not used to it.
Talk about it again.
Blake, what you got, man?
Talk about it. I was checking you.
No. That was it.
It's only been very few women that have been able to identify the difference between love bombing and capacity. Some people.
Slow down.
I know.
Slow down. Say it again.
There's a difference between love bombing and people having greater capacity than others. Some people have an extremely large reservoir of love to pour out. I would be one. I think Henry is one.
Yeah.
B is one.
Yep.
Have an extreme. So when you're talking about it's our pleasure to please you, that's all the way across the board. And that's not limited to only one section.
Mm-hmm.
So for some people, it's just in us. So take this. You take a reservoir, and we're pouring our love out, and it's spewing out at a very rapid pace. But a person only has a bowl for their capacity to contain that. They're not used to anything beyond drops. Being drops of water being placed on the inside. So when you come along, what you want? What you doing? You just want my cookies. Well, baby.
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip. Well, baby, it ain't just that. That's what I have learned through my journey. My early 20s, really 18 to about 24, 25, it was about some cookies.
Yeah.
But it was about my traumas, my pain. This journey that I've been going on, I've been going back to the default, the original, the origin Blake, who's just simply a lover. And so it's not about chocolate chip cookies. It's about your whole essence of who you are and who I am, and that's blended together.
Yeah.
And so the reality is, if you haven't been exposed to first a man, not a boy, but a man who will appreciate you, who will love you, who will celebrate you and not tolerate you, it can be very off-putting. And for the men who are in this, the gift of love and pouring out, you gotta, as he said, easy. You gotta pace yourself. You gotta pace yourself. You hear the songs like Drake. He said, I meet a girl tonight. I treat her too nice. Flights today, Birkin bag tonight. Something of that nature. Just talking about he just doing what they call the most.
Yeah.
That it's just his love pouring out.
That's it.
And so you gotta pace yourself and ease. And because unintentionally, your love will become drowning to them. You'll be drowning them. And then you left in a deficit yourself. Like, damn, I just want to love you. I just want to love you.
But let me ask you this, though. Like, okay, and this is what we often do, particularly as, reasonable, rational men. Mm-hmm. We tend to take accountability within ourselves. But I think this is an opportunity for us to address, the opposite sex, the females out there. Mm-hmm. Is there such thing as a woman simp that y'all have encountered? I mean, I'm asking y'all because I'm off the market. Y'all on the market. Don't call no names, no locations, but just,
no,
have you experienced that? Or do y'all want to challenge the idea of a woman simp?
I have experienced that kind of love being poured into me.
Mm.
And she caught me at a difficult stage in my life. I wasn't prepared for it. So what I'm talking about, not only have I seen it on the other side, but I've experienced it myself.
Wow.
What you got going on? So you talking about, yeah, I'll pay you to get your hair cut. Yeah, I got some birthday money for you, plus a birthday surprise, plus this. Okay. Yeah, whatever your vision is, I'm going to get behind that. So whatever I need to do, and some of them will go to extremes. I can't divulge everything. They'll go to extremes.
But I'm terribly curious though, because if I cut in right now, right through this segment right here, it's because y'all are stimulating thought for me. I'm really wanting to
it's out there.
do some discovery on this.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm off the market. Y'all on the market.
That's real.
Tell me, is it okay for a woman to get your hair cut, pay for it? Is it okay for a woman to rain on you? Does it always have to be men raining on women? I mean, is it okay?
It's supposed to be an exchange. When you say him, it's supposed to be an exchange.
I've had a woman buy me flights.
What you say?
I've had a woman buy me
you
flights.
been flown out here?
I've been flown out. Right. But it's like we are expected to do that.
Right.
Why is it a problem when I want reciprocity? Is that
yeah, I think that's the word. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask her this. I'm curious. Is it okay for a woman to go above and beyond what you seem to be offering in the relationship? And she, listen to me, I want to qualify that.
Okay.
And she enjoys pleasing you. It's her pleasure to please you, like you said, Blake.
I do believe it's okay as long as your dignity and your self-esteem is still intact. And so, like you say, it's your pleasure, but many of us become doormats.
Yeah.
Whatever I need to do.
The woman or the man?
Either way.
In this case.
In this case, I'm talking about the woman. As if she's wanted to pour onto a man, if she's wanted to, as we call it, do the most, which is not, it's just the words that we use. If she's doing the most, if she's showing up, if she's being attentive, it's not necessarily that she's being the man in the relationship, as long as her dignity and her self-esteem is intact. And then it's okay. But then it's important for that man, it's how you nurture that. It's how you receive that. Because most niggas, we're going to be out here just take advantage of that.
Honestly,
and that's the problem.
Yeah.
But you said nurture. Okay. That's a very, that word's got some substance to it. As long as you nurture what?
You nurture what they're pouring and they're giving out. So they're giving virtue. They're giving their strength. For many women.
What's virtue? Is it, I mean, for a woman, what would you consider her virtue, her strength?
I would say a piece of herself. So you're talking about, it's not just contributed to sexuality. It's not contributed to just being domesticated or acts of service or anything. It's me. I'm giving a piece of me. And for many people, especially women, they look to have this idea, I want to hold this to give it to my husband. For a lot of people in the back of their mind, their fantasy, their thoughts. I'm talking about the fantasies, the thoughts, what they desire to. Because the reason why I say that here is even when a girl, as we say out here, came loose, when her did the most, when she finds herself again, what's the first thing she want to do? I'm celibate now. And I'm trying to do this thing over again. And those who are familiar with her past, they like to hold her accountable, or not necessarily accountable, but to hold her chained to her past. She's trying to do something different. She said, you know what, I gave this to X, Y, and Z, but I'm trying to get some of my strength back, some of my virtue back, some of me back, so I can have something to give to my man. Because no man, no matter how fine these women, this fine stuff be on IG and Snap, whatever the case may be, you don't want your woman explaining that all for everyone else. You want something for yourself. Mm-hmm. And so when I say nurture what she's pouring out and nurture what she's giving, first thing you gotta do is acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge, baby, I appreciate you getting cute for me today. You had this outfit on when I saw you on FaceTime. You went home, you showered. You came to me, you cooking me a meal, and you changed clothes for me. I saw you put the little curl in your hair. I saw that, baby. And I want to acknowledge, thank you for getting cute for me. Thank you for my meal. Thank you for loving on me. I appreciate that. And it makes them go all down their cortisone. I'm talking all the way down there.
That's real.
And so acknowledge what they are doing and appreciate it. Appreciate it. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Don't, because again, it's virtue coming out. And if you're not pouring back into them, eventually they become depleted and they become lifeless.
Yeah.
So when you, very good, when you were the recipient of this capacity, how did it make you feel?
Threw me off. It took about 5-6 months for me to receive it. Because again, my default, my way, that's me. So it's hard to find a me in a relationship. I'm like, wait, what you got going on? What
now you got to hear it. I don't know if that was arrogant, if that was honest.
That was honest.
That was honest. That was honest. That was honest.
That's honest, man. It's hard, but that's knowing who you are and what you got going on.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, when I was receiving that, it threw me off, all the way off. And I wasn't aware of it. I was skeptical. What you got going on? That was my trauma speaking. That was my hurt speaking. That was X, Y, and Z speaking. And so it is imperative to constantly be doing the inner work. So when those things present themselves, that you can receive them instead of be shielded from them.
Yeah. I want to touch on what you said, but you said something powerful that I've dealt with being on my new spiritual journey. And I want to say this to the ladies, there's nothing wrong with you saving yourself, being celibate, but please make sure that it's not rooted in shame. Because what tends to happen is people know they pass, and it's a big extreme on one side, and it's another extreme.
You talking?
And I find it usually, for me, I don't know about you, Blake, with women who become more religious. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that? What is your views on that?
You want to go?
Man, I was just gonna say what I find is, to your point, shame. Unfortunately, and I hate to say this, but it's a reality.
Yeah.
Particularly in the context of church that I have been exposed to, in the context of religion I've been exposed to, raised up, reared up in, rooted in, is it teaches you how to cover up and conform rather than become more in tune with your true and real self. Because what you find is that there's this bend, there's this appetite, this desire to want to modify behavior rather than meet people where they are as individuals. And humans are case by case.
Literally.
So I don't want to start preaching. Let me stop using my hands.
It's good.
But I believe that most of the time, and particularly in the black church, I got to say this, my women, I always shout out women in the black church context, because if it wasn't for them, there would likely not be much of a black church.
True.
It tends to be that men sit in the bird nest and the women are going out and getting the worms. So they are the ones that keep that thing going.
Yeah.
But particularly in the black church, women are subjected to patriarchy. And their view becomes that of a man, and they don't even realize it. So we're quick to call a woman publicly a hoe, but enjoy that hoe in private.
Can't hear nobody. I can't hear nobody.
Yeah, y'all can have it from there. I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna get in trouble if I keep talking.
Man, that's heavy.
I agree. I agree, B. You hit the piece on that shame. Shame, it isolates and it highlights all of your failures, but it overshadows all of your accomplishments. What ends up happening is it says those things that you have done, those mistakes that you've made. It doesn't say that you made a mistake. It says that you are a mistake. And when you're rooting in shame, it's putting yourself in a prison of your own making. And that's what we don't realize. I love those shows like Andy Griffin, Gunsmoke, all them old shows, them black and white shows. I'm from the country.
That's what's
We can't
tell. But the sheriff, whenever he would make a mistake, he's the owner of his own jail. He would go and put himself in the jail cell, take the key out of his pocket, reach around the bars, lock the door, and sit there until he deemed it was good enough for him to get out. Then he'll reach back in that same pocket, reach around, unlock the door, and come out. What I'm here to tell you is, whenever you get ready to come out of your own prison, of your own making, you have the permission to do so. And that goes for males and that goes for female. You are not what you have done. Discover who you are and go after that with all vigor and all honesty. We all got some past. This is a journey. And to your point, B, when we're looking at the church, I use quotations. It becomes more about rules and regulations and society and cliques rather than the mission. The reality is, I was healed as I went. And that's what the problem is. We expect everyone to come whole and healed. But some people get healed as they go. And I find it, and this is what's cold to me, the people who really got it, the people who carry something, the people who are truly making impact in their generation, many of them had some dirty hands before. And it's beautiful to see. And so, reason why I'm saying that, it can relate to other people. They don't have any shame that they carry for themselves or for others. And they can extend an olive branch and say, this is what I got going on. You're more than welcome to come if you would like. And so I believe, to your point, Henry, it's two extremes, man.
Yeah, it is.
They be out here doing the most. Be out here wilding. I'm talking about
doing enough.
I'm talking about we're not doing enough, man. I'm talking about spring break in Houston. I'm talking about they be wilding. But then, I'm doing enough. I've done enough. Find your balance.
Find your balance. I like that, bro.
Man, and it's, I mean, so, okay, so we got a couple different thoughts swirling here, and I kind of want to synthesize it. So we got the woman simp. We define what the simp is. We've talked about capacity. We've talked about this whole abstaining. Me, it seems like it's contrived. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
What that mean, brother? English is my second language.
You know what? I get hit with this all the time. I apologize. Let me go ahead and read the definition of contrived since we here. I may do this, by the way, y'all. We're gonna have to do a word jar.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Right, put it on the screen.
I love it.
Contrived refers to something that is obviously planned, forced, or artificial, rather than natural or spontaneous.
Artificial. Okay. Fake. Okay.
So I don't know where like the whole word for a man being a simp came from. I don't know where this word for a woman being a simp came from. But I think it's in the eye of the beholder. I do. I don't think that we can judge and categorize a man or a woman based on what we see from the outside perspective that they do for the one they love.
It's just a Rubik's Cube. You just dance with the wrong partner.
I see. I hear what you're saying, brother. For me, I feel like it can be judged.
Okay.
Based off of the characteristics of the relationship. For example, we can look at a woman with a man and tell, yeah, he's abusing her. You know what I'm saying? But that's based off of the characteristics that we see. I don't even know if that's the right word, but
can you really know, or is that assumption? Is that pattern recognition? Is that you feeling something in your own body that reminds you of?
Is this for the person that's in the relationship or somebody looking on the outside?
Looking on the outside.
Looking on the outside.
And judging it.
Can you know if you have a relationship with that person? I can.
Okay, but if you don't?
If you don't, you can't.
Like, who do you know? Who do you know? I want you to think, like, right now in your mind, who do you know that's a woman? Because I've been trying to locate this simp in my mind. I'm trying to find a real person I know. Who is this woman simp that I know? Man. I'm trying to find them, and I don't know that I can. Yeah. I don't know that I can bring one in focus. Do y'all have one? I ain't gonna call no names, but can you think of anybody that's a woman simp right now on the top of your head?
I can think of an average woman. Honestly, boss man, the simp, the male simp and the woman simp, is just a new word for the nice guy and the good girl.
That's a good way of putting it. That's a good way of framing it.
That's
a good way of framing it.
That's an excellent way of framing it.
Okay.
That's an excellent way of framing it.
That's it. We know a good girl.
Okay.
We know a good man.
That's an excellent way of framing it.
That's a good guy right there.
But are they more or less attractive? It seems like there's a negative connotation around simp.
Yeah.
And when you say it like that, it's like, okay, I can better understand the picture you painting. Is that attractive, less attractive? Because you said the girl was like, don't be love bombing me. Well, you said at one time, I was a simp.
That's true. So,
I want to stand up for the simps. I'm trying to build a case for the simps.
I got you. Like, I feel like it's in the eye of the beholder, like within the relationship. Looking from the outside, I feel like people can better judge.
Okay.
Because we see our friends' blind spots. Hey, bro, you were kind of being simpy. Oh, 5-star restaurant, first date? What are you? Did you get some, brother? Did you get some? Nah, I didn't. You were simp. You were simp. Yeah, but so as someone who was formerly a simp, I read this is a good book out there, fellas. I recommend it. No More Mr. Nice Guy. No More Mr. Nice Guy. The Arthur, he has a whole like community. Like his life is devoted to helping simps. And like you learn, no one likes the nice guy. The average woman will tell you she don't like the nice guy. What did they say? Nice guy what? Finishes
last.
We already know. Same thing for a good girl. You know what I'm saying? So the goal is integration, becoming an integrated man. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah. What you got, Blake?
I would say it just depends on where the source is coming out of. Is it coming out of a place of desperation?
Yeah.
And so does it come from an unhealed or unhealthy place? Just to your point, I like what you brought up about 5-star restaurant on the first date. At times past, that was my go-to, but because I was trying to earn acceptance and love and appreciation and admiration, all these where I'm trying to earn something from them. But the shift happened when I started to care about myself. When I started to care about myself. I want to care about myself. I said, I like going to go get me a steak at Mahogany's. Give me that calamari. Now, this is the thing. I thought calamari was just fried onion rings at first.
It does look like that.
I did. I did.
You're from Arkansas?
I'm from Arkansas, born and bred. True to it.
It does look like that.
And so the first time I had, I said, "Oh, this is good." Man. They said, "But you know what you just ate?" I said, That's squid. I said, you lying to me? But it was fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
That's funny.
something changed for me.
Yeah.
I like to eat this. So if we're going on a first date, yeah, we going to Mahogany's most likely, or we might go to certain. But that's because I'm going to be mindful of yourself. Do you have any food allergies? What do you like? What do you prefer? No, I'm going because I like it. I want to go eat me some calamari with that little orange dipping sauce. That's what I want. So what I say is, it's not in the acts. I don't think the simp is defined by the acts.
Yeah.
I think it comes from the source.
Yeah.
Is it coming out of love?
The motive, yeah.
The motive. Is it coming out of desperation?
Yeah.
Is it coming out of a deficit? Is it coming out of an angle? I want to gain something from you. And we always just look at this one, the section, the bed, or whatever the case may be. It could just be acceptance.
Yeah.
It could just be, oh, he's status. Oh, I want to eat some steak.
Yeah.
So a simp would then, y'all would say, has a self-esteem issue.
Self-esteem issue, yeah.
Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
See, now we get into the psychology.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, what would you say, like, not to put you on the spot, but if you were a former simp, where was your self-esteem issues in a deficit?
My abandonment issues that was connected with my parent wound. Yeah. Yes, sir. And that's, honestly, I truly believe that's a lot of men, especially like me. I grew up inside of the church, so that was my whole upbringing. I was a good church boy, choir boy. And yeah. It definitely impacted my relationships.
That's powerful.
Yes, sir.
So that kind of speaks to a psychological framework, a theoretical framework around attachment theory.
Yeah.
Where your attachment to love, acceptance, belonging, your need for just your basic needs, safety, relational attachment is decided before you're even conscious of what it is.
Yeah.
And you find yourself having to do work in reverse.
That's a lot.
So you had to go back to the source.
Right. Know your why.
Yeah. Everything has a root. Yeah.
Man, so really, ultimately, and I think we were even chatting about this earlier on before the cameras start rolling. A woman simp, since we're talking about it, is a woman simp. This is just so weird for me to get used to saying a woman simp. A woman simp.
It's crazy.
Is a woman who was ill prepared to first love herself.
Yeah.
Let alone loving someone else.
Oh, well spoken. Yep.
Man. See, I'm learning. I tell you, I'm in discovery.
Yeah.
I'm in aha moments all throughout this episode right now.
But you see, Bossman, how it's even unnatural to say it.
Yeah.
That is society. No one says the good girl. It's always the nice guy. So, man,
that's a great point.
Even looking on the outside, society sees man as the average man has a low self-esteem.
Oh my gosh, Henry, you just brought some up. I'm sorry, but I just exploded. So the good girl is usually the hunted. Because when I was growing up, we wanted your virginity.
Yeah. That's tough. Yeah.
So when you saw that little fresh face, curly hair, innocent looking, pure, kind of shy, but kind of popular at the same time. Goofy. But she was the most hunted. I don't know how it was in Arkansas. I don't know how it was in Houston.
Yeah.
Where I was from. That was it.
Damn.
When did the good girl start to get a bad name?
Yeah.
Because when I was growing up, that's what everybody wanted was the good girl.
Yeah.
Not to date myself, but
Not today, myself.
That's real. That's real.
I just exploded in my mind when you said that.
Yes, sir.
Because you're right. The good girl has never had a bad name.
Never.
Until now.
Uh-huh.
Why are women bullying other women for showing public displays of affection?
That's a good word. Are they bullying?
Bullying. Yeah.
Because you can get up under these comment sections.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't mad at Meg. I ain't mad at Sexy Red. I ain't mad at Lotto. I ain't mad at none of them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They get it how they live.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
But it seemed like to me, this wanting to take back like female their image. It's like they want to take their image back outside of being like up under a man's shadow. And I get it. Like I actually understand where that could be stemming from. I really do get it. But it's almost to a point now where the man has been made the sub.
Mm.
And that woman over that man
Mm-hmm.
is what is more acceptable than a woman being demure or being tender or being very giving and charitable towards a man.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all noticed that? Am I wrong?
I have. I find it very disheartening that that's the case. It's this constant conversation of who's the prize? Is it the man or is it the woman?
Okay.
But if you can't see that you won with getting with myself, and if I can't see that I've been bestowed the blessings from heaven and receiving you, we done failed before we even got started.
Yeah.
I believe we're better together.
Yeah.
And so what I bring to the table, what you bring to the table, and we blend and make that thing together. Yeah, we hear about these power couples or things of that nature. We don't even have to be, we're doing the same levels of impact. It's the simple fact that I champion you in your endeavors, and you champion me and mine. You support me, and I support you. I get behind your back and push you to your place called destiny, and you do the same thing for me. To me, that's the ultimate goal. If you needing to have arm candy as a man, you're in the deficit. If I need to feel as I'm the it guy by having something on my arm, deficit.
Yeah.
If as a woman to feel accepted or feel validated at the family reunions by having a strong, tall, whatever case may be on your arm, the problem.
Right.
To be, first of all, proud of yourself on the inside. I like me. That's, I think, is very much so important, male or female. And then we meet other people who are proud of themselves as well. And so I feel and I see it as that's the ultimate goal. Keep doing the work on the inside for yourself. She's doing the work on the inside for her. And we meet somewhere and going up the road.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, man. Well, I want to turn the car left for a second because we about to land this. But I'd be remiss if we didn't just take a moment and acknowledge, you know, the temperature of some of what we got going on in this country. And we're not going to delineate on it for very long at all.
Yeah.
But I just want to acknowledge, man, like we've seen a young black man. Tomorrow's Father's Day, so I can't help but go here just for a second. But I've seen a young black man, some of these viral news stories, young black man being sentenced to 35 years, charged with murder. 19 years old, I believe. Carmelo Anthony in Texas. We saw another baby be lethally shot and murdered by a law enforcement. And all the banter online is going crazy. I mean, going so many different directions, man. And I think without getting into the details of, and into the weeds of those different cases, man, just as a black father, man, I got a black son in this country, and some of the conversations I have to have with him, I mean, it's gone beyond what my dad used to talk to me about. When a cop pull you over, know the whole procedures. It's like beyond that, because it's like now we got to get into more nuance around. People are walking around like enraged. Like I feel like my floor is raising. It ain't getting lower. My floor is raising for like just my vigilance and my energy when I enter a room, and the energy I feel when I enter a room, and even like my day-to-day interactions. It's almost like in my body without me even knowing I'm looking for disrespect.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
And I really work. I'm a person who I have like self-care routines. Not getting my nails on all that. That's wonderful. I'm talking about like meditation, prayer, quiet time with myself, getting up when nobody else is up, and really making sure that I'm regulating. And I still feel my floor raising.
Yeah.
And man, I know you and I will talk, when we're at the shop sometime, and I really admire your martial arts and what you practice. And it's something that I want to get involved with myself, because I see so many positive attributes to it, and how it can add to you as a person and make you more equipped to handle not only, your emotions more intelligently, but also how to like interact with people, like de-escalation and being like knowing what to look for and what to listen for, and hearing yourself in these moments where you can feel your temperature rising, but not reacting and not just going with your impulse. Like, man, just as a father, I'm really outdone, and I'm working through it. I'm processing through it. I'll be honest, I haven't processed all the way through that, but what I do know is that it's something that as black men, I think, particularly because it being in our community, man, it's healthy for us to talk about it. And so, like, man, from your perspective, like what do you do with how you feel about all of that?
Man, first, and I learned this in therapy, emotional acceptance. Accept the emotion. This is how I'm feeling, this is what it is, and this is where it is coming from. The stuff we see is tiring. We're tired. How many more young brothers and sisters, we're tired. So what I do with that is then I use martial arts as a outlet to channel some of that frustration, and also anger. Social media as well is also a outlet for me. But I feel like having tools like that is good, because it could definitely like lead to other stuff.
Yeah, like I want to turn up.
Yeah.
Like I definitely feel like, I mean, there's a part of me that wants to, revolt and wants to kick back and move out and like take matters into my own hands.
Yeah.
You want that level of control, but at the same time, thinking through it, like you just said, having tools in place to help manage that, but also thinking through, like, I think critically thinking through, like, cost to what we do, and weighing and like judging what's the right strike for this move, and what's the right counter for this move. And I think that's where like being organized and having these open conversations, these open forums around things like this is where we can put our heads together, because where you might be like completely about to come apart on something, I might be like, Ken, I don't really see it like that.
That's true. That's
Like
true.
maybe we can come at this from this other direction. And then what I'm about to have a come apart about, you might be like, hey, B, cool it. Like, it's all good. Like, we just going to wait. We're going to measure this out. And then we're going to do this. But like just sitting by idly, very tired.
Yeah, very tired.
Very frustrated.
Yeah.
But the worst thing we can do right now is be disempowered.
Yeah.
Because there's always something, even if it's just a little action today.
Yeah.
It could go a long way.
Yeah.
If we're all doing those little actions together.
Yeah.
It can make a difference, man. Blake, I mean, you got a young son. Like, where are you at?
So with my baby boy, I'm having conversations now, obviously as who's strangers, who's friends, who's foe. But then also sprinkling in conversations of how to assess where we currently are, what's going on, temperature checks. And so, you know, even last year we had that incident here in Tulsa at the Juneteenth. And I had my baby boy with me. He needed to use the restroom. There were some restrooms right here, but I wanted him to go through the crowd with his daddy. Because again, I'm born and raised from a certain cloth. He don't have that same experiences. His mama is too. He don't have them same experiences. But let me help you navigate through this. This is our culture, but you need to be aware of what's going on. So we just walking through, letting you feel and sense. You could feel the tensions rising. You could feel the tensions rising. And didn't know what all was going to take place, obviously, but you could feel it. So it's like, okay, it's time to move around. And that's one of the big things to be able to explain to my baby boy. Know when to move around. There's a place for you to stand your ground. There's a place for you not to be a pushover. There's a place for you to put your flag in the ground. But there's also a place. It's time to move around. I can de-escalate so much if I can have a temperature check and read and do a critical analysis and assessments what's going on. And so those are the conversations that's unfortunate, like you said. It's less so of who's friend or foe, but then being vigilant because so many people, it's like the Wild Wild West. Everybody got something on them. Everybody, from male, female, even your granny. You don't think she do. She got something in there. But they're looking to preserve themselves. Self-preservation is the highest form of it. We got to preserve ourselves. And so I don't want to be out here to get caught lacking. So my conversations is constantly, baby boy, be aware, but also still allowing him to be a child. And so I got to sprinkle it in there. So we're going and he all in the class and everything. Hey, baby boy, relax. Did you see that? You didn't even see that car coming, did you? Well, he feels safe because of daddy. And he should be. But I need you to be vigilant. And I can remember the day he started to pick up on those cues. It was me, him, and his baby sister. And we're walking. He said, Eden, you see that car? We got to stop and look both ways. I said, I got it. He got it in. It got in there. It got in there. So it takes being intentional. It takes some, I always say it like this, you can't give what you don't have. And so as fathers, as mothers, as people, we got to gain something. And less so of what we have in our hands, but what's on the inside. And so we'll be able to pass that along to our children for them to be more successful as well. So that's how I see it, man, just having those conversations and being aware of your surroundings, but also temperature check. What do I feel? What do I sense?
That's good.
That's excellent, man. Well, I mean, we would just be remiss if we didn't acknowledge, you know, what's going on around us. I mean, there's so many things that we could talk about, and I think we got to keep the main thing. And obviously, our hearts go out to those who lives have been lost. This 1-year-old baby boy and his family and everything they're going through. Obviously, with Carmelo, no live loss is okay, but we want to uphold and uplift what our community is going through. So it'll be an ongoing conversation. Those are things that we'll continue to deliberate about. But again, this is the After episode 2. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and share. And until next time, Peace.
Peace.